Hi, welcome to Life and Business, a podcast where we talk about life, business, money, and how these elements are intertwined in the everyday life. My name is Rosa Camero, your host, plus I am an entrepreneur, a mother, a wife, an immigrant, business mentor, and CEO and founder of Rosa Films and Marketing. Welcome. Hello. Welcome to another episode of Life and Business. My name is Rosa Camero, your host. And today we're going to talk about pregnancy and business because, as you know, or maybe you don't know, but while we were creating this podcast, I am pregnant. So right now I am 8 months pregnant. Can you imagine? So if you see I have a little bit of difficulty breathing, you know why. And I would like to talk about pregnancy and business because that doesn't mean that you cannot have a business while you are pregnant. My two pregnancies, I have an older daughter. Her name is Isabella, and she's 4 years old. And I got pregnant exactly when I was not exactly, but like a few months later when I opened Rosca. So when I decided to be an entrepreneur, why not? I decided to get pregnant. Actually, Roscam has been growing with my daughters, actually with my daughter, my first daughter, and now the second also. And I think for me, these two pregnancies has been the ones like I'm like super creative, like super creative. Like I have found these projects to be like really excited. The thing, I don't know what happened with pregnancy, but in my case, I feel like I need to do all these things. I need to, like my first pregnancy, I really thought the world was going to end. So I was like doing all the things that I couldn't do before. So I was like doing this and like learning and trying to do like all my best to do this and this and this. Actually, during my first pregnancy, I took entrepreneurial course. Actually, we were living in Spain, we were living in Madrid. So I took this course 3-4 months, I remember. In the end, I was like, oh my God, I'm so tired. So I was working in my business, I was going into the entrepreneurial course, I was pregnant, I was tired all the time. And the good thing about my pregnancy, and I'm really grateful, is that actually my pregnancies haven't been bad. I haven't had any weird disease or, like sometimes, like these pregnant women that they cannot even get up from the bed. They need to be really careful. So I've been really lucky because my pregnancy have been like the two of them. They've been really nice and relaxed. So yes, I am more tired. Yes, there's a lot of things that I cannot do. But actually, my life is kind of like the same. I think the second pregnancy it's been more active because I have my first daughter, so she is like, I don't care, you're pregnant, mama. We need like what are we gonna do today? How are we gonna like where are we going? Where are we like we take the metro, we take the bus, we go here, we go there. So I think in this pregnancy I've been a lot more active, but also in this pregnancy I promised myself to respect myself and to give myself a space to rest, to have more energy. To if I need to rest, I need to rest, and I need to take a nap. I have my nap. If I need to do like something else, and I respect myself and I try to do it because in my first pregnancy I am an overachiever. I want to do so many things. I put a lot of pressure on myself and I want to do. I'm really impatient. So it's like I want to do. And it's when you're pregnant, it's just you cannot just do. You need to stop. You need to breathe. And you need to let go of things that you cannot do anymore. And the first pregnancy, I couldn't do that. So I was like, I really thought the world was going to change, was going to end. So I was like really into the mood of doing things and creating things and this second pregnancy, I've been like a lot less down. And here I am creating a new podcast in 2021. So, but it's something, it's a decision that it's been in the making for a long time. Actually, I decided to launch or create this podcast in 2020, so last year. And I have this idea of having a space where I wanted to talk about my experience and wanted to share and help more people. And why not? Like a podcast sounded like a really good idea. And because I come from the film industry, also they said, why don't you have a YouTube channel and then you have both? So you have audio, but you have also video. It's like that's a great idea, actually. So that's why we have the YouTube channel. That's why we have the podcast. We have both. We're happy about it. I am happy about it. So, but it's been in the making for a few months. It was in the making, and it is in the making for I don't know, like the last probably 6 months or something like that. Something interesting with having children is that for me it's been I am the most productive mom. I am the most productive person. Like before, maybe I was like, yeah, well, I did this and I did that, and I remember I had lots of time. So today I didn't do anything with my life at that time. I should have. Because now it's like I want to do so many things, and I don't have the time. But I've been super productive. I mean, since my daughter was born, Isabella, I've been like super productive during this pregnancy, as well as I've been like super productive. I know how my time and my time frame is. I know like I need to work from here. This is the things I need to do. In the evenings, it's really difficult for me to actually work. So unless it's like super important, unless it's like a customer that cannot wait, I work. But it's really, really random because I am with my family and I am with my children. In this case, one children, but the other one is coming. So it's like that's the way it is. And also Denmark is really eager into having this balance or having these two things in the same, like having harmony between the two things, like life and work. Also, something else that I have given permission myself during this second pregnancy, it's like I have given permission to myself to have energy, because during the first pregnancy I was like doing, and sometimes I wanted like to rest and I didn't. So during this pregnancy, I'm gonna honor my body. This is changing. I don't have the same energy, and I respect that. And if I want to take a nap, I'll take a nap. If I want to rest, I want to rest. If I cannot think, because it happens, even if you don't believe it. But sometimes you're just tired to think. I mean, you cannot think. You cannot. Nothing comes into your mind, and you just want to be in blank. And you just want to rest. And so, like, I gave permission myself to rest, to save the energy that I need to save. And I think something related also with the energy that you want to do if you're like like me, and then you are an achiever and you want to do things like all the time. So it's like if you don't act on it, if you don't create and you don't act on it, then it's like you're not doing anything. And I do feel like that. But also I have given permission myself to let go, letting go of things that I cannot do, things that I cannot control, things that and that it's so for example, I'm going on maternity leave. I didn't have maternity leave with my first child, but she came in a really nice time because it was summer. And then when she was 4 months old, then we moved to Denmark, to Copenhagen. And what we did, it was we didn't have someone to take care of her, and here they start around 1 year, but also there's the waiting list for the daycare, and normally they start one year. So I gave permission with my first child. I gave permission myself to actually take care of her the first year, and I was with her the whole day from 8 or 9 or whatever time that she woke up until around 5. And we have activities. We went for a walk. They have something really nice here in Denmark. It's called Mothers Group, and it's you can join like when children are born. The government or the public health or your nurse, or yeah, and not the nurse, but the person who delivers the kid. They help you to be part of this mothers group. So the kids are the same age, and you can hang out with these moms. So you get to talk about baby stuff. You get to ask them. You get to. It's really super interesting. And I joined a group when I came here to Denmark. So we hang out. We went to the films. We went to different places, the park. Even if it was like winter, we actually had a, like we went in for a walk in the park. Like it was snowing and ice, and you go out. Here is the here in Denmark, it doesn't matter if there's cold, raining, or sun. You go out with the baby. So I was busy and having my kid, like taking her around the city and doing things. And then in the evening, my husband stopped working, and then I had some hours to work. And that's the thing. If you have your partner, depending if you're taking maternity leave or not, you decide how much time did you want to spend working, because you don't work for someone else, you work for you. And so that's something that we have to remind ourselves, because we forget that we sometimes, oh, I need to work, and we forget that we actually can choose when to work. So if you are expecting a baby and you're a freelance, maybe you don't have a team, you don't have someone to take care of the business, and then try not working, or have a schedule, talk to your clients, and then you say from this hour to this hour I can have calls, and then I can do whatever they need me to do. So, but the good thing about being your own boss and being your own working for yourself is that you can choose when to work, and don't forget that. So that's what actually I did with my first pregnancy. This time I'm taking maternity leave. I said I'm gonna disappear for 4 months. I don't think so, because I love my job and I love my business and I love what I'm doing. Yeah, but the thing is that I don't want to work during those 4 months, because I want to be with my new daughter. So I have decided to stop working, and that's part of the letting go, because it's difficult to let go of the work. It's difficult to let go of the routine that you had. It's difficult to. No one's gonna do it as great as me, right? Because we have this fear of someone else is gonna mess up our work or mess up all the things that we're doing. So it's letting go. So it's like I just need to let go. Let's see what happens in 4 months. And hopefully Roscan's gonna be up and running still. And well, Rosa Camero, she will be back, and I will be doing the things that I need to do. So, but just letting go, it's not just like this anxiety and this frustration. What's gonna happen while I'm not here? Nothing's gonna happen. The world doesn't end. I promise you. Because also my first pregnancy, I thought the world's gonna end. I need to do all these things before the baby comes. And actually, after having my first daughter, I've been the most productive thing. I mean, I have never earned so much money than now. I have like so many clients. And actually, I don't work that much. It is possible to be a parent and to earn money and to do the things that you want to do. So you just need to be productive and have a schedule and have a calendar. That's what I like. We have a calendar for Rosca. I have a calendar for me, for my business partner. I have a calendar with my family. I never had a calendar until I moved to Denmark. And actually, it has worked. It has worked really, really well. What happens after the pregnancy? You have the baby. You have the baby. The world didn't end. You're still here. You're still present. Everything went well, and now you have the baby, and now you have to, as I said, you need to check or how you're gonna do with your schedule. That's what I did. I figured out that the schedule, what I'm gonna do. Like these 4 months, for example, I'm gonna take a maternity leave, and it's like, okay, I'll figure out what to do. I cannot work, but I'll be hanging out on social media, that's for sure. So if you follow me on social media, you will see me there, like doing videos and things like that, because I'm gonna have more time to create content, and then letting go again. Also, if you are not maybe this episode is not interesting for partners or for the person who is not pregnant, right? But I will say that she or he can accompany be a companion during your pregnancy. Like for example, my husband said that we are both pregnant, and he eats what I eat because I have these cravings, and he he goes and buys the things, and we gain weight together, and he doesn't drink too much, so he drinks like beer without without alcohol, something that I can drink too. And he always says like I am a supporter, like I am pregnant with you. And yeah, he is kind of like pregnant with me. Sometimes he has his days and sometimes he has emotions, just the same as me. So imagine two people pregnant at the same time being partners. That's interesting because it's a lot of emotions, a lot of things inside you when you're pregnant. So it's like, let go again, be happy, love yourself, and do whatever you want to do and think. You are creating life. That's what I say to myself all the time, especially during this pregnancy. I think in my first pregnancy I was tougher than in this time. This time I said I'm gonna respect myself, I'm gonna love myself, and even though if I cannot do everything I want, it's okay. And what I think is like, I'm creating life. I have life inside me. I'm creating life. Imagine, women, if we are able to create life, what else? Like we can do everything, everything we want. Because this is the most difficult thing. And we do it so naturally. We do it like that. This is nature. If we want to do something else, it's like that's a pizza cake. Just do it there and take action. Having a routine. So after the baby comes and he is born, then it's good that you get into a routine again. So you feel like this is working. I'm telling you, the first and second month maybe it's not possible because it's really like really tiring having a baby at home. But then after that, I promise you, it's gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. So you can just go back to routine, go back to the things that you need to do. And building a routine will help you to actually feel like again as yourself. Because being a mom sometimes can be hard, and it's like your body change, your thinking maybe. Yeah, it's just different. It's just accept yourself, love yourself, and build a routine so you feel better and you feel back to normal. So that's what helped me, and that's what I'm trying to do now as well with this pregnancy. And yes, you can be pregnant and having a business, and it shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be a problem. Thank you for being here. If you have any questions, if you have it, you want to go in depth in something that I mentioned during this podcast, you can follow me on social media, and also you can just leave a comment on the YouTube video, or you can just leave me a review here in Spotify or Apple, wherever like your podcast, Apple Podcast, wherever you are listening this episode. And you can just leave also the comment and the question there. So thank you for being here, and see you next time. Bye. Do you have a business but it doesn't have a clear beginning or an end? I can help you with giving a structure and a strategy to your business so you can see more money and recognition for your work and talent. I help business owners to monetize their talents and get faster to the dream goal with a perfect plan, a strategy. This is a simple step-by-step from step A to wherever you want to be in life.